everybody. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about Taurus Mercury in the 11th house. Now, if you have this placement, you're probably, but you don't have to be, a Cancer rising, either an Aries, Taurus, or Gemini sun. However, it doesn't have to be one of those. You can be a Leo rising or even a Gemini rising, but usually it's Cancer rising. So Mercury is two different things. One, it's your mind. It's how you think. It's how you communicate. It's how you process information. What you have your focus going towards. What you want to share with people. What you enjoy listening to people share about to you. Your hobbies. Whatever it is your mind's getting involved in. It's also, though, your daily routine. It is your structure, your organization, your work, your service. It's anything you do on a day-to-day basis or you can do within a day. So it's also the ruler of short distance travel. So anything you could do in your community, your neighborhood. It's all about learning and getting around to different things. So Mercury energy itself, it moves like this rapid little bursts everywhere, and when that comes together, you learn a lot about a lot of different things, and it's a very interesting energy. It's a very fun energy. Taurus energy is stable. It's stability. It's the second sign, so it has Aries. The first sign is like, let's go explore the world, let's go be brave and do new things. Taurus is like, okay, let me be a little bit more committed to my Taurus catch once inside. Let me be a little bit more committed to how I do this. Let me take a little bit more time to really think about what I want to invest my energy into, what I want to invest myself into, because Taurus is very committed. It doesn't have any intentions to shake things up once it has its footing, once it has its grounding. So it has that very stable, slow, but powerful energy. Taurus energy is like the slow and steady wins the race. It's big commitments. It's also very sensual. It likes what feels good. It likes pleasure. So it's taste, texture, smells, sight, sounds, all of that. It just likes what feels really, really good. And it likes focusing on the positives, on quality, on things that are this build up of good things. It's resources. Taurus rules finances, personal finances. So it's the things you have, your garden, that you can use in your world, and it's self-worth. It is this energy of finding out what you stand for, what you value, excuse me, and what you value about yourself, what you're committed to with yourself. It is an earth sign, so it is very earthy, very grounded, very practical, and it's fixed, so it doesn't like change. Like I said, with the once it's committed, it's committed. Mercury in Taurus creates this mental process where when it comes to understanding something, learning something, or wanting to communicate something, it's important that you give yourself time to really digest what it is that's going on mentally, because you don't want to commit too soon or too early to a thought before you really grasp it, understand it, and value the thought itself. And when you want to communicate it, it's something that you have decided, yeah, this is something that I want to give voice to. This is something that I'm perfectly good and happy with it, representing a part of who I am. Because Mercury is your voice. It's what you speak. Taurus is your self-worth. So your worth comes from your messages, your voice, your mind, what you can do mentally, what kind of problems you can solve, what kind of thoughts you have. And then when it comes to your routine, when it comes to your day-to-day life, you're a creature of habit with the Taurus Mercury. The 11th house will get a little bit different spin, which we'll talk about in a minute, but Taurus Mercury, it likes its stability. It likes the same patterning. It likes the same thing. It likes to expect the same thing. And also too, part of that day-to-day life, part of your day-to-day routine and your thoughts and what you speak on, it needs to be pleasurable. It needs to be good. Having good food, having good smells in your home, having good sounds around you. Those are all important things on that day-to-day level to help you move forward and move through life. The 11th house now. The 11th house in Taurus actually kind of, they disagree, they butt heads. However, there's ways to move through it. So the 11th house is unexpected changes. It's your connection to people, to society, to your communities, to groups. It's network connections too. If you're ever networking for business and stuff like that, that is the 11th house. It's these unexpected shifts that you go through and these unexpected things you find and connect to that can help you along your path. In some ways, people can look at the 11th house as a little bit scary, because unexpected can mean accidental, or it could mean miracles. Accidents and miracles come from the same energy. They both come from that 11th house energy. However, if you really focus on having a good quality mental process like Taurus Mercury wants you to do, you can learn to see the good in everything. So for instance, I like to think of an example here, like when you wreck a car and you're sad, you're angry, you're frustrated, maybe it scares you, it jostles you a little bit, because you weren't expecting to do that. It definitely gets Taurus Mercury off of its creature of habit phase. But from it, you are able to upgrade your vehicle. You're able to get a better car. Maybe it's more safe, better mileage, or just more aligned with what you want. And so what was seen as an accident can become a miracle, because maybe through insurance or through someone who cares about you, you can up-level the way you travel, which Mercury is about travel, so it makes perfect sense for that energy. But it's also the shifts, the awakenings. And because Taurus likes slow, stable, solid growth, when you go through these huge, big shifts mentally or in your day-to-day life or your daily routine, it can be scary. It can be discombobulating. But the value of Taurus energy in the 11th house is that no matter what you go through, you're always able to bring the stability where you're at. And so with this placement with Mercury and Taurus in the 11th house, it's super important to have a sense of flexibility, which is not usually in Taurus's vocabulary. But Mercury, it can be flexible, and 11th house requires flexibility. So finding flexibility and placing the value in your ability to adapt and to find what you need to find, rather than your ability to keep things the same. Because with the 11th house, same is stagnant. And that's not what you want. You may also find too that you have unexpected thoughts pop up. You have people pop up unexpectedly for you. Maybe they leave unexpectedly too. Connections that you have. Embrace that. Embrace what it brings, and really open yourself up to seeing what comes and what goes, because whatever it is, it's what you need at the moment, and when it's gone, you don't need it anymore. That's the gift of the 11th house. It is what you need, and when you don't need it anymore, on to the next thing that you need. Also too, because it's friends, connections, there is a desire to have stable friend groups. Friends that maybe a couple different friends that you can kind of bounce around with and have fun with and really enjoy the simple pleasures of life with. That's important for this placement. So if you feel like you don't have that friend group you want, then kind of set out to see, what are my values? What things I value in my friends, and where do people who have those values hang out, and how can I ask the universe to connect me to them, or how can I go connect myself to them? Have fun with it, because the 11th house, it's meant to be fun, and Taurus, it brings pleasurable energy, it brings grounding and stability. This is also a really great placement if you need a network, if you need to have connections with people, because Taurus is very committed and Mercury is very social. 11th house is that network connection. When you find the right people to connect to, you can stick with them for a while, and so they can really help you move forward in the way you need to, and you can help them as well. It's both a give and take, and you've kind of have a sense of pride in your ability to do this, your ability to connect to people, even if maybe if you're Cancer rising and stuff like that, you're introverted. The people who are close to you are very important to you. And it's good to embrace that, to embrace the people who are close to you. If someone's not serving you anymore, though, remember that 11th house, you can adapt with whatever change comes, but don't be afraid to embrace what does feel good. If this resonates with you and you enjoy it and you want to know more, feel free to reach out. I do have readings. I will put my link for those in the description down below. I love my readings. I really do. It's such a blessing to be able to get to work people one-on-one with their charts. We can take it more than just this one placement, all of it. Or if you have any feedback, I would love to hear it. Leave the comments down below. Or if you have a special request for a planet, sign, and house. So whenever I ask this, people tend to, you know, I want to know what it means to have a stellium in this house. And when I'm doing these videos, it's one placement, one sign, one house, because there's not that much information on the three combined. And so I'm trying to branch out and do that. But with the stelliums, like, it's a little bit more specific, and that's more for the reading. So yeah, if you have something you want to know about you and your chart, one of the placements, let me know and I'll definitely make a video for you. But I hope you enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.